Check, check, check. Okay, that works. It's all recording and good and everything is cool.
Momo! Whiskey! Hello.
Okay, Momo, get out.
Hello.
Momo, okay.
Hello.
Momo, get down. Get down.
Welcome to Nick's office. I'll live here soon.
Surprise!
Pretty soon this is going to be my bedroom. Within the next 2 to 3 years, when my friends I live with now inevitably get their own places, I'll sleep here.
That's good.
And every morning I'll cook breakfast just for myself.
Not
in Nick's kitchen.
Not for me.
And none for Nick.
No.
And when he gets up, I'll say, "You, where's bro?" It looks like you ate in your sleep.
The fucking audacity. The absolute disregard. What the hell?
Welcome to the podcast, everybody. This is the Good Evening News podcast.
I'm the only person who does any work for, and for some reason I'm just catching strays already. I don't understand why.
I wouldn't even know how to begin to do work for this.
You act like that's like a yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know shit about anything.
I wouldn't even begin to know how to do everything you do. I barely know how to do this.
God damn it. All right. What's up? There's a Good Evening News podcast. This is pretend it says 8 on it.
8.
We haven't done this in a couple weeks because
We haven't?
we missed 2 in a row.
I thought you and Jack did them.
No.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's very funny that you had no idea. Because both times though, Jack was like, "Hey, it's my only day off," which is crazy because like he does not work like almost at all.
Yeah.
He's
got 2 jobs. He somehow still doesn't work full-time hours.
Yeah, his 2 jobs,
Combined.
doesn't really work full-time hours. Also, both are like, I don't know how hard Lulu is.
Yeah.
Because Jack works at Lululemon, which is funny.
Mm-hmm.
And he also works at Sunset Strip, which is like not a job. Like
Yeah.
that is not a job.
Both of it. He's working on reading a book at both of his jobs, so that's about how hard they are.
Yeah. Well, if that's the case, it's probably pretty hard for him because of the whole reading. And,
The reading thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Jack was unable. He was unable or unwilling. And
Yeah. I think we're talking all this shit. I think he is at work right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's not at work. He said I'm gonna be late.
Yeah, but then he just said he's not going to come. I'm assuming that means he has work.
He's not there now though. He could be there.
Yeah.
It's
Could be
because
here.
it's because he wants to look at Instagram reels for another hour before he goes to work, or play like League of Legends or something fucking dorky like that. Yeah, what about Jack going to work? You'll be at a show like a people are paying money for a show at Sunset Strip Comedy Club, and then you look in the back of the room and Jack is on a full gaming computer he has set up next to
At Sunset Strip.
Yeah, next to this he has a full gaming computer and a
Yes.
whole like nerd keyboard with all the colors, the clickety clackety keyboard. Back by the mixing board, and Jack is
Yes.
playing League of Legends with other virgins,
Yes.
and
That's how he decompresses.
Yeah,
And my only.
but that
gripe,
is his job. So when was he compressed?
That was my gripe would be is that he's decompressing while the thing that's supposed to compress him is happening around him.
So at no point is he compressed.
Yeah. I think that guy's. Yeah, that's a good point. He might be.
He's too decompressed.
He might be too. He might be all apart.
Yeah. It's like it's like a horseshoe theory. He's decompressed so much he's recompressed himself.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It's like when you stretch really hard and it makes you feel tight again. Mm-hmm. Like you pulled a muscle.
Oh, I've done that so many times. Yeah. Jack stretched himself hard.
Yeah.
And that's why he's not here today.
Yeah. He's dead to us.
He's dead.
So we're Good Evening News now. I was just double checking everything's recording good. It is. We're good. Who gives a shit?
He'll be here next time though, because he'll watch this and feel bad.
Yeah, if we talk enough shit about him, and that's the goal. You want to make sure that he knows he's not wanted or appreciated or loved.
Yeah, we have to play hard to get.
Yeah, that's the.
I don't even care if Jack's not here.
Well, how did you feel about last week's Good Evening News?
It was. I think Grant had nailed it on that. I mean, I'm sure we're gonna go over that, but I think it was kind of just like mid the whole way.
Yeah, Yeah. Well, okay.
It never got to we never felt like we were like flowing, but it never felt like it was totally like
Yeah.
not happy, not like falling apart.
Yeah, because we've had ones where it's dog shit.
It's like yeah, but you know what's weird is the ones like this week are more tiring than those. When it actually falls apart, you kind of like you like go, all right, you accept it, and you go, let's just try to be funny on our own.
Yeah.
And you kind of like you go, I'm not even thinking about them anymore.
We didn't even get the
like,
chance to have like a Jesus take the wheel moment.
No, exactly.
Because there's other ones like a few weeks ago.
It kept feeling like we almost had it, so you had to just stay like. We were staying as focused and trying to like make it happen over and over, and it never caught. Nothing caught. No traction.
Yeah, there was one a while back, like a month ago or something, where I remember it was bad, and it was so bad, like right off the bat, that like the one where
yeah, I know. Yeah, we just did it for ourselves. That's what I was talking about. It was like a good bomb because everybody stayed too.
Yeah.
The audience hated us, but they wanted to see how bad it could get.
And
and then we were like, we'll show you. But then this one, it was like we were trying to make it good the whole time. And it just wasn't like, it was never getting above a 6.
Yeah.
So it was exhausting.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was,
I'm trying to think of, I'm not even really putting the blames. I don't even really remember the segments. I just remember feeling that way.
Yeah, that one was tough. This one was, the problem with it, okay, like, it's a lot of Good Evening News segments can be loose. Like, that's part of the show is, like, it's got to go off the rails sometimes. It's just like the nature of it, because frankly, when it's on the rails, it's usually not that impressive right then. It's usually just like you gotta have both to make it exciting.
Yeah.
If it was just like if everyone played it or tried to be super professional the whole time, you would end up with something that you just like start to notice like that the people aren't getting paid. And that it's like not super high production and whatever. It's gotta. The charm of the show is that it's all over the place. Unfortunately, you have to have the people who have really good jokes, and then some people who are like somewhere in the middle of like having prepared or not, and some people who are riffing. But this one, it was just too many people were just riffing.
Yeah, it was all riffing. Because we come out and and then it felt, that's what it was. All the segments were completely like off the cuff. And it felt like that, so it just kind of like there was no plan really ever.
To the extent that when the whole thing started, it started with, we talk about riffing and like things that just weren't prepared. The person who was supposed to do the anthem didn't get there in time, so Scott had to do the anthem, and then he riffed out this black gospel version of it.
Some of that.
I say pussy. I say pussy, you say amen. Pussy. Oh, pussy, pussy, pussy.
This is funny.
Oh, pussy, pussy, pussy.
Which I think is a lot of fun. I think
awesome.
It's pretty cool.
There's a lot of it though. He did great. A lot of it was that. It was like it was all funny.
Yeah.
But it would be like it just had this like feeling of like we didn't know what we were doing.
No. Yeah, it was parts of it.
Yeah, but the anthem was funny.
The anthem was funny, but it was also just like it was like literally probably 2 minutes before he went on stage. He was like, "Oh, I'll do the anthem." And
I want to say we were backstage and he just came up to me and Grant and did that. He said he did like pussy, pussy, and you say amen, and we say amen, and he was like, "I'm gonna do that for the anthem." We're like, "Oh, all right." I think he was in that moment. He was like, "All right, that's it."
That's a look behind the curtain at how easy it is to if anyone's watching this and you happen to be in Austin at any point and you just come up and have any idea, the odds that you can get on stage and do it are almost 100%.
Yeah, you can get up there before us. We'll throw you up first.
Yeah, who gives a shit? In a way, it's kind of. It's almost like it's just like it's kind of like a character open mic, in that way.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's a good point. Which is probably how that's what it should be. Because if we were to present ourselves as people who were good, like, comedic actors, we'd be lying. So it is a good, like, I mean, a lot of people are.
Yeah,
I know. I feel like I am not. But a lot of people
No, I know what you mean, though.
But yeah, or just like seasoned comedic actor. Like Ike, he is. He like
But even still, though, even though he's coming in and doing stuff that's not tested.
True.
Like this is
That's
the
true too,
this is
yeah.
the place to go and try things, regardless of who it is. Like it's like, even if like there are some people who go on and neither you or Jack like has any clue if like they're funny or anything about it.
Yeah, sometimes we've never even seen him do stand up.
Yeah, so it's like then it's like who knows, but
Which we could probably be better about that. But yeah.
But even
or
everyone
just
else
putting them in a different spot. Sometimes we'll throw people like that in a spot where momentum would be building. And then even if they are funny on their own, if there's like we have a hard time being funny with them. Like, I mean, it's kind of just,
yeah,
you know.
there's like a simultaneously they have to be good, but also like
We gotta
there's
flip.
3 other people on stage too that has to kind of fit together at least a little bit.
Yeah.
Usually we can just kind of get out of their way, but there have been times when I've accidentally just fucked up people's bits.
Oh my God, same.
Like you're just like,
Yeah.
haha, you try to make a joke and step on their joke, or like,
Yeah.
or you see, this is my problem.
I forget it's a bit sometimes, and I'll ask a question.
Yeah, that is the punchline that they're about to say.
Yeah.
Dude, I've done it so. I feel like an asshole.
and the joke is like, what if somebody was so dumb they had this question?
Yeah. Hell yeah. So the first. So then you guys had the headlines, and I think in the headlines, my favorite spot was this. My favorite joke was. Did you write the Special Olympics joke?
That was Jack.
The Olympics did start this week, and next week the Special Olympics begin. It's actually the second week of the regular Olympics, but I'm going to be beating my dick like a retard.
Hell yeah. I like that it somehow feels like beating a dick like a retard. So that was
That was good stuff.
So the headlines got a few big pops.
We had good headlines. Where our pacing was a little weird. But the jokes themselves
I
were
think
good.
just
Jack
getting
wrote
into
like
the-
all of them this week.
They were good.
Yeah.
And I think that just getting into the headlines a little faster and getting out of them faster is the move. Because like the headlines have
We were doing well on
been
that.
getting better.
Yeah, for sure.
I
We're
think.
getting better at writing the jokes.
Yeah,
themselves.
I think that maybe you guys just need to like, I don't know if it would speed up timing if you, because I know usually, oh, do you want to do this one? Do you want to do this one? Like if you just
Yeah.
if you just like
You
had
weren't
like
so cute
highlight.
about it.
Well, if you just had just take like had just 2 different color highlighters, like when people like have a script that they highlight their things on.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
That would
that's,
probably make
like-
a world of difference.
Yeah, and it would take moments.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that would probably help. But
No, yeah, that's a good point. We should do that.
because like especially at the beginning, it's that thing where it's like being really loose in the beginning is fine if the next person is tight.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's not. So sometimes it's like it stays loose in the beginning and the audience is like, wait, hold on, what's going on? So it's like you kind of want to build up a little bit of trust so that you can then like play with that, you know? But if you don't get that initially, like, or if someone doesn't establish it early on,
Yeah,
like, which in this case,
the
no one really
chaos
did
is
in
only
one.
funny if it feels like it's controlled, like if it's like a liminal space or whatever. Am I using that right?
I don't, to be honest, I don't know. I've heard people using it quite a bit recently, and I just nod
I
along.
really swung for the fences on that, but the skeleton of it. I feel
yeah.
like it has a strong or just like a strong it's good around it, and then it's like chaos. It's
Yeah.
funny, but if it feels like it's like we have no idea. We are not in control either. Like it's like
Yeah.
it is just chaos.
Yeah.
We're just as scared as you.
Yeah, there are 3
And
of us
it's
on
like-
stage the whole time, and none of us have any clue what's going to happen at any point, unless the person's get like. Occasionally, you get like a tip. They're like, "Hey, whenever I do this, can you do this?" Or like,
Yeah.
or they like maybe run something. But usually, it's like,
Or the title of the segment sometimes can kind of cue you in, but I mean even that is hard. Sometimes
Yeah.
you're trying to fuck like. You know.
yeah. Or the title of the segment's like sort of deliberately misleading, like you'll see
Right.
in a little bit here. But okay, so the next segment was, I should say, as always, I'm here as a representative of Necromancer Nick. Henceforth, I'll be using the term I to refer to Necromancer Nick, but I am not him. I did my thing. I came in and I got kind of a weird intro. It was kind of long. It's like you guys kept
yeah.
starting talk, be like, he's about to come up, and and you'd sort of like get sidetracked.
I'm always
and then come back.
chasing because we got such a big pop one time when we brought you up as the glue of the show, and he eats it too.
Yeah.
And I try to say that every time.
Yeah,
now,
there's
and
been
it
a lot of
never
glue
gets
material. There was some glue stuff on
you
this
eating
one.
glue has become the way we introduce you.
Yeah. Yeah.
People are starting to catch on. They're over it.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny. It just made me think. Yesterday at Banana Fun, the whole like last 2/3 or 3/4 of it, the joke was that everyone up there eats boogers and cum. Like,
What's the difference?
Excuse me, garçon. Can I get some boogers and cum for the table, please?
Excuse me, garçon.
So kind of the same vibe.
Yeah.
Eating glue, eating boogers and cum. Who cares?
It's fun.
Yeah.
Not to do it, but
Yeah. I totally don't do it. So I had this one. I felt I liked the idea. I think this was
reason number one.
maybe my.
Reason number one is that I went to Thailand. Was Southeast Asia has been inhabited for 500,000 years, making it full of rich history.
Yeah,
You know, it's a
sure.
beautiful place. It's geographically gorgeous, and it has tons of anthropological knowledge just waiting to be discovered. Reason number two: ladyboy cemeteries and the ghosts within. It's ladyboy cemeteries and the ghosts within. It's
And I thought for the thing, I never said Necromancer Nick as my name. You did, like
Yeah.
the first time I came out, and so then I've never addressed what like a necromancer like in like if like it's supposed to be like a person who can raise the dead. So then I was like, well, I'll just say I can do that, and then that I went around the world fucking ghosts. The reality is actually kind of funny of where I really was.
yeah.
I said that I went around the world fucking ghosts when I was gone last week. The reality was I was in Butler, Pennsylvania, where Trump was shot.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's not why,
Uh-huh.
but because it already
You wanted
happened.
to go visit the.
Yeah, I wanted to go pay my respects.
You want to be the first one to go visit the.
Yeah.
The
No.
lines are going to be really long.
No, I didn't know that. It's right down the road. It's like 5 or 10 minutes away from my grandma's house.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you was going to visit. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I went to go visit my grandma, and I didn't know. Like, I saw that it was there, but I thought that it was like in like the county, like way out. It's like if you go like you're like for like 10 minutes or 5 minutes from like downtown.
Okay.
And I mean, I say Denton, it's a tiny town, but there. And I found out
That's
that
crazy that you just happened to be.
yeah, and I found out that Grant Adcock, who was also on this same episode, he grew up going to Butler all the time because his stepdad is from there, and his cousins lived there and stuff. He was like, "Do you go to the candy shop?" And I shared video. So little small.
Did you go to the
town
candy
stuff.
shop?
I did go to the candy shop. It's called Cummings, which is funny. Cummings Candy and Coffee. It's the best. It's been there for like 120 years. It's
Whoa.
pretty sick.
That's cool.
yeah. But anyways, that's neither here nor there.
Interesting. So did you mention that you were? Did you say that? Did you do that though? Did you say?
I didn't talk about where I actually was.
No, the necromancer thing.
Yeah.
Did you mention that?
That's because that's why I said I went to. So I was like,
Did you mention that that's what a necromancer is?
I did up top. I said as a necromancer,
Oh,
what that
I
means is
see.
that I can raise the dead. I usually don't talk about
okay, I
it.
remember, yeah.
And then that's why I said I went to all these different places to have sex with ghosts there, because I said I was a little horny little freak and I'm trying to see something.
That's what. Yeah, that's
yeah.
a good line.
Who's the third? Joey.
Joey did great.
Joey was very funny, but he's an example of like, I wish the person after him. So Joey just riffed his whole thing, which was good because Joey's good at that.
Yeah.
But I wish the person after him would have
Had a
tightened it
plan.
up because it was like it veered off and then it didn't get a chance to veer back on so that it could veer off again.
Yeah, his was so obviously, but the bit almost, and that also because his bit became not having a thing.
Yeah.
So he kind of did. He also kind of made it like meta at that point to not have a thing.
Yeah.
So and then not after that, it just felt like it immediately felt played out.
Yeah. I liked, so he came out and then I had this I thought was one of my favorite thing from the whole show, even though I fucking stuttered, which is innate.
Psychic medium. This right now, give it up for the one and only. It's Joey Cannoli, everyone.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, did you say you were a psychic medium? How come you look like a psychic double XL then, dog?
Did you know he was going to say that?
The most embarrassing thing is I realized after I said it, I hit myself with a guitar riff.
Yeah.
And then I was like humiliated right away. I was like,
Yeah.
what? What the fuck? Who am I right now?
Yeah, you put the. I mean, you know.
It's like you can't give yourself a rim shot. That's
I thought it was, yeah,
against the
right.
rules.
Oh, I guess it is kind of.
I can just
You know what's funny is you started playing so fast, I didn't even pick up on the fact that it was you. You did it so quickly that I was like, oh, you know,
Yeah.
I didn't. There's no way that came from the same person. That's probably why you fucked the wording up because you were getting ready to play.
probably. But I said you're a psychic. Whatever. Yeah. Fucking. I did it like 3 times at Banana Phone last night too. And the last person who went up was this girl, and I had some dumbass joke to like start the whole thing, and she just goes, "How about you don't stutter next time?" and got the biggest pop of the whole night. And I just had to sit there and be like, "Man, it is true. I did."
That's funny.
But then he had this moment that I thought was cool.
In here, does the letter C mean anything to anyone in here? They keep yelling the letter C. I see it very clearly. It's dripping in blood. Does the letter C? Your mom's name is what? Courtney. Is she alive? Probably not her. It's probably not your mom. But you know what? I'm such a good psychic medium. Look at this. I just gave your mom a stroke. You should call her. You should call her and check on her. You should.
I like Joey like interacting with audiences like that. I don't like the false confidence it gives other people sometimes.
Yeah, he's really good at it.
Yeah, he's so good at that kind of thing.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
How else could you?
Yeah. But
Alright.
Joey ripped.
I have
We'll go.
6 minutes.
We'll speed run.
Speed run it.
We'll speed run as Joey. Eve was next. Eve ripped.
Eve was great. Yeah, somebody mentioned that they thought it was weird.
Jack did. Jack felt like it was awkward, and
Yeah.
it's so funny because we.
Oh, the whole point was to make him feel awkward.
Yeah,
She
it
did.
worked
And she did
perfectly.
that wonderfully.
Yeah,
I thought
because
she
it
was
started
funny.
with this little number right here.
Yeah.
To take matters into my own hands, like I said, I'm choosing a future partner without waiting for him to choose me, right? However aggressively I need to do this, that's fine, I think. And that's why I've chosen a very particular target. So here he is.
Ooh, cool.
No.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Eve. All right.
Listen, sister, as everyone on 4th Street will tell you, you're barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah.
I did message him to see if he had a girlfriend, and he was like, "It's complicated." And I was like, "It will be."
It's pretty romantic.
Yeah, that's great.
Listen, sister, as everyone on 4th Street will tell you, you're barking up the wrong tree.
4th Street is where the gay bars are in
Yeah.
Austin.
Jack frequents them.
Yeah. And then, of course, later they had This Was So
Oh
Funny.
yeah, this was great.
That's me.
all
That's
right.
you.
Okay.
That's what we're gonna use.
I was amazed at how good the mouth thing looks. It's so funny.
Yeah, that was great.
And the funny thing is how uncomfortable it made him considering how much other shit we do on the show.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
like we do insane things all the time, and then somebody was like, "I want to fuck you, Jack," and he was like, "Ah!"
Yeah, girls make him so nervous.
I literally talked in my segment about how I had sex with his grandfather's corpse, and
yeah,
he was like,
I mean, he's like, "What are dudes will be dudes." You know? That's just guys being guys.
I actually thought beforehand I searched his name and where in the city, and I had a whole slide I was gonna do.
Sex offender registry.
No, that would have been really funny though. I had a slide I was gonna do, and I was gonna use his grandpa's picture and where he was buried and stuff that I got from his obituary.
Oh my
And I
God.
did it.
Yeah, that's probably.
I was like, well, that's probably this line. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna do that.
Did you make that though? Let's
I
keep
had
that-
it copied and
Let's play that at a
studied.
birthday. We'll save that for something more intimate, not a public.
Yeah, and then Miles came up, which was fun.
Yeah, Miles crushed.
Miles crushed. He had this was the one I was most proud of that I wrote.
When I pet a dog and he likes it, I go really fast because I secretly hope he comes.
Yeah, you're a sick bastard. He said, I knew it was, I don't know how I knew it was you. He said it, I was like, that's Nick right there.
It's like, is this when you hear, I feel like kind of like I broke him just because it's like that thing where you can hear like someone finish it and be like, oh, no.
Yeah, I'm sure he read ahead and was like, what the fuck? That was so funny.
This next one's not really a joke. This is just something that happened to me the other day. Gay sex. And don't get weird. It was with a man.
Yeah, that was really funny.
Miles ripped. The weird thing about this was that we were writing them in real time. Like I don't know how many we get. Like probably at least 5 or 6. Like
yeah, I think he probably ended up
thing.
reading like 15 total.
Yeah,
it's funny.
And he kept, he grabbed it and he was like, I just thought of this.
He does the comic spotlight thing really well.
Yeah. Okay, so that was Miles at 5. At 6 we had Maddie. We can just. Maddie struggled a little bit with this one.
Do you have the clip of him? Of the one thing I would think was the best was because he was struggling, but he was also when Maddie struggles, he struggles. He gets so like fuck shit.
Yeah, he gets
really
mad.
not even. Yeah,
it was.
Like,
yeah, no one's like this is a nightmare.
You're still a guy without
like,
a shirt on with a fin on. It's still funny. You know?
Yeah.
But then when I heard Jack said like anything else, he just goes. Go to Australia. Like he
I'll go in and find them.
He refused to even try to be.
Keep coming to the beach.
Yeah, keep coming to the beach. Keep going to the beach.
That's funny. He was like, just fucking go.
My favorite thing was that he came out with. Well, first off, the fin's upside down, which is a funny little thing.
I wonder.
Yeah, it's on upside. Tiger the Shark.
And then he smokes through his gills.
Wow. Oh, is that through the gills?
Oh yeah, I don't think people caught on to that when he first came out.
Yeah, his fin's on upside down.
That's awesome.
And he's like, it makes sense that if he swam, he'd swim ass first.
Yeah. Just giving himself an enema constantly.
Well, and then this was the only joke I
like to surf naked, and I hang 10 inches. Am I right?
Come on, Nick.
Come on.
Yeah, that's fun, dude. Give yourself a little lick on that. Oh my God.
Yeah. Use that, folks. And then we had, dude, fucking Nick. So 5, 6, who's 7? Grant and Conrad were 7th.
Oh yeah.
They just had this is an example of having nothing.
Yeah.
They had the most nothing.
Yeah.
Which both of them come up there with nothing regularly.
I talked to Conrad after we were walking to the cars, and he said, and we made out a little bit, but he said
romance.
Yeah, I called Grant at like 10 a.m. this morning. He said, what if I didn't have arms and you didn't have legs? And then Grant went, good evening? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, that's all we talked. And they made up like a whole story for it on the spot.
Yeah, the mic struggle thing was funny.
Which was pretty funny, yeah.
I like this part.
I got you. Yeah, he's got it, Jack.
I can do it.
He's got it.
I can do it.
He's got it.
I did this morning.
All right. God damn. All right. I'm just trying to help. I don't know what to do.
He doesn't need it.
You guys always freak me out. No.
Well, let him do it how he does
he's
it.
got-
He knows
well.
how to do it.
Brother?
Stephen William.
Steve.
Steve.
Can I?
Yeah, you know, just get right there.
Get wherever you need to go.
It went for so long, and then it went forever. And
I can't even watch Grant without doing the fake laugh. I watch him do something and I do it. I go,
yeah, it's so funny. Well, then there was the moment though where, whenever I was like, oh, they're never gonna get to something, so then I just had to, like with Grant.
And just like darkness, I think we need the light.
You know what, brother? I think you're right.
I think all of us could use a little light every now and then.
I was coming at this all wrong.
I thought
I was just like,
You know what?
All right, I guess that we're playing.
No, I was talking to Conrad about that too. How it's so funny how that's like an automatic for them. Is that if you start playing that riff now, or like whatever you call it on a guitar,
Yeah.
it's
almost always that
They
chord.
immediately know all right, we're gonna do a song, and I was
Yeah.
like, that's kind of fun because they do bits together, or really just get like either of them separate too. But that could be like a fail-safe for anything they do.
It's kind of because it's one of those where I'm like, I'm not gonna play this as long as you guys are going somewhere. But the second where I realize you guys have fully run out of anything that you discussed in
It
advance,
was the
and it
perfect
hasn't
time
landed.
to
Yeah.
do it.
So then 7th or 8th we had Nick V.
Just the last one.
Yeah, this and the grand thing. I'll talk about this last little thing.
Okay.
Nick V had his segment was fine. It just went for a long time, and it was like sort of like one of those that was like, isn't it funny that I'm still talking?
Yeah.
But
No, it was tiring.
Yeah.
It was funny though.
yeah, but then he came out, and it definitely was like a nod to Grant Wheeler,
Sunset Strip.
but
Grant took it as I thought he was making fun of him.
he might have been making it. Yeah, but it's like it was a wink to the room, though. Regardless,
yeah.
It was an acknowledgement of Grant. But then, so that's what Nick's, and then we closed out with Grant, who came out, and then he hits him with it, of course.
Yeah, Grant.
Sunset Strip. Make some fucking noise.
And then later gets pissed at him for the same thing.
I thought it was so cool when he used my catchphrase at the beginning too. Fucking, it was so fucking cool.
I knew it.
It was so fucking cool.
It was like, ha ha ha! I like that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah. But I think that it was. I like it with him, but for some reason, I like
ganked his
ending.
shit, dude.
I like putting him before the closer.
Grant?
Yeah.
No, I think so too. I think second to last is the best spot for Grant.
Yeah,
'Cause that's when you need the wrap up for the meat of it, but you don't want to end it with a wrap up.
Yeah, because then it just sort of peters
especially
out.
for this one because it was mid.
Yeah.
So it's like it kind of
Didn't have a chance to get a last pop or anything.
All right, it kind of sucked. Good night.
Yeah, it was
Because
weird.
usually he completely helps the momentum. The way because it addresses all the tension that's been building and not released. And it addresses all like the the stray thoughts people have had about the show. He kind of like writes that's all he does is sit in the back, take notes as the show's going on. So he says all the things people have been thinking. So it totally resets the room.
Yeah.
For a closer. Or something.
Yeah, it's like it's a fresh palette for them, like and blank canvas. But it's weird whenever like you said, like he just says like that was lame, right? Anyways, let's get back to it, and you're like, that's all, all, we're done.
Crowd favorite though.
Yeah, everybody loves Grant. I hope he gets laid from
Gra
Grant.
Morant,
That'd be
dude.
Cool.
Yeah, Gra Morant. That's what they call him when they pick up basketball. He's a hooper, dude.
Gra Morant.
Yeah, Gra
That's
Morant.
insane.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. All right.
The most vibracious man alive.
The most vibracious man we know. Well, this has been a Good Evening Podcast. We love you guys. We'll do more going forward.
Goodbye.
Okay, cool.